I think sometimes women misunderstand, or anyone misunderstands, that maybe they think the priesthood is more relevant to men than women. But we know, as women, as covenant keepers, that the priesthood is just as relevant to women. We have all those blessings of the priesthood, receiving revelation and participating in the ordinances of salvation and exaltation. I think when we learn how to draw on the power of the priesthood in our individual lives and to help our families, to protect and bless our families, we understand that the priesthood is just as relevant to women as it is to men.
And I think that some of the men don't understand about the oath and covenant of the priesthood. That's found in section 84 of the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Lord makes this great promise that if you are faithful in doing your priesthood duty, you'll be blessed even to the renewing of your bodies. Often I'm asked, what's it like to be in your 90s and still be able to function? And the answer is in the oath and covenant of the priesthood. I've seen time after time when men's bodies have been renewed because they were faithful priesthood bearers. And the details aren't important, but the summary is clear. If you'll do your priesthood duty, you'll be blessed to the renewing of your bodies.
And that blessing also extends to women
Of course it
just as
does.
much. I have experienced that in my life. Now, President, help me see if my understanding is correct. As I understand it, the oath refers to God's solemn witness or declaration that he will do what he says. And the covenant refers to the agreement that God and each of us make with him individually. When we make that covenant, we indicate that we will keep the requirements that we need to in order to receive those promised blessings. Is that a correct understanding, the oath and covenant of the priesthood?
The oath and covenant of the priesthood means that God's made a promise, and he sets the conditions, and if you agree to keep them, you make a covenant. And then he also indicates, when you do what I say, you will receive the blessings, but if you do not what I say, you have no promise. So it's clearly a two-way conversation, a covenant, two-way. He makes the provision, and you accept them and keep those covenants and get the blessings.
So that is just as relevant to women as it is to men, because
Totally.
all those priesthood blessings from the oath and covenant of the priesthood are enjoyed by both men and women.
Exactly, exactly.